Welcome to Fall 2017 Faculty in Service. Business and Health Faculty, I'm Nara Mirajanyan, and thank you to each and every one of you for taking the time to participate today. We have been speaking about the transition of quarters to semesters for over a year now, and I am just very proud to report we are there. August 28th, fall first session will begin. Faculty have done a tremendous work in truly preparing for this transition. In the true nature of our Baker College quality statement that states that we ensure that faculty, students, and the institution have rigorous expectations and high level of engagement and strong commitment to success, I think each and every one of you have demonstrated that throughout this year. I would like to sincerely thank all the contributing faculty in the transition process of developing content, updating textbook information, looking at assignments and assessments that have been created, providing feedback. I am really excited to say it's a new day at Baker College. We are a big system of highly qualified programs that we offer to our students, and we are proud to say that we have a fantastic new branding experience that is ahead of us and the new Baker College logo. I would like to start with some updates from the School of Business. I would like to compliment Dr. Moore for his leadership in acquiring IACB reaccreditation. We had a site visit in March and we got accolades about the quality of the business education that we provide at Baker College. For College of Health, we are entertaining the possibility of pursuing accreditation through Commission on Accreditation of Healthcare Management Education. And our Bachelor's of Health Services Administration program is now called Bachelor's of Science in Healthcare Administration. So rest assured, healthcare faculty, that you will be called to contribute with your content expertise as we embark on that endeavor. From the spring faculty in service, I certainly hope that you remember our new admission process, and I'm happy to report that we have fantastic results. We still are truly a right to try institution, but we have listened to our stakeholder, which are the students, and we said we will provide opportunities for you to become college ready. So when you're in those college courses, you're prepared to engage with your faculty, with your peers, and truly learn the material. I am also happy to report that the average GPA of our incoming Baker College student is 3.1 for fall 2017. This has to be extremely exciting for our faculty because I know all of you are excited to see them in the classrooms. I also wanted to include a brief information about Ready, Set, Go training. Our IES team, with the leadership of Dr. Palmer, have conducted various WebEx meetings to train you for this transition from quarter to semesters. Thank you. You have all participated. We have 100% participation rate in our department. I appreciate it. Just in case, I included that recording of the session in the slide. The PowerPoint will be shared out to you so you can view that. In case you've forgotten anything, as I am on this topic, I want to mention, you probably have noticed, Reminder Mondays. Every Monday through the faculty layer, the IES team is communicating with you with certain tips, best practices, and how you can be ready for this semester transition. But I'm surely confident that you all are. I also want to make sure that I acknowledge all of the course fix requests that we have been receiving. We have about 140 course fix requests in the queue, and Teresa and Tracy are working diligently to get that list shorter for us. Just be mindful that when you do submit your request, you're not going to get a reply, a specific reply from Tracy or Teresa, well, thank you for submitting it. We have a lot in the queue, so we're working diligently to make sure all of your concerns are answered. So please be patient with us as the next week will go, as I'm sure most of the issues that have been brought to our attention will be resolved. Today's agenda is to touch upon engagement, feedback, grading, and in general expectations. Engagement. Faculty are required to consistently engage in a quality way with their students on most days of the week. This is direct verbiage from the new faculty expectation document. This engagement should include the use of strategic instructional strategies during the beginning, middle, and end of each week, such as those listed in the discussion board best practices. I've hyperlinked the best practices for you so you can review them. Engagement can occur through main discussion board, wikis, blogs, journals, and Collaborate. When you log into your course, and those of you that already have, you see there is very standard engagement language in the modules for the engagement portion of the course. My expectation is that each and every faculty in the Start Here button will also make their engagement expectations clear to their students. Spanning from accounting to strategic management, the course engagement does look different, but it should have beginning, middle, and end components. You are to choose the topics of your discussion in majority of our courses. Be very deliberate about it and make sure that they're relevant. And what I mean by that is that that particular engagement topic is going to lead your students to a successful assessment completion. We're going to talk a little bit about feedback today, about how to balance APA and content-specific feedback. Grading is the main change as it relates to operational responsibilities for the faculty. The final grades are due 72 hours after the classes end. That is not negotiable, and please make sure that you mark your calendars accordingly. Throughout the modules, your grading expectations are the same. We're still expecting timely feedback. So you have 72 hours from the time that the assignment was due to grade that assignment with quality feedback. Expectations, academic integrity. As we are transitioning from quarters to semesters, we're also transitioning our management system where we keep student records and such. The Jenzabar is not fully functional for us yet. So I ask that you still utilize academic integrity through the faculty layer, through the form that you are very familiar with. And advising action, we should be able to do that through MyBaker, but I will wait for some clear communication through our Student Services Office to make sure that you have concrete instructions. In the meantime, if you start struggling in a class with a student issue, you need to complete your notice of concerns. Again, engagement. Engagement should lead the student to successful assessment. We have tried really diligently through the quarter to semester transition to incorporate engagement rubric in your courses. In some of the courses they're clickable, in other courses they are available as Word documents. There's quick videos available through MyHelp where you can kind of look and see how you can change them into clickable rubric, or you're more than welcome to use the Word rubric at this time. Again, my expectation is that you're clearly communicating what are your engagement expectations with the students, and that you are utilizing the engagement rubric to grade that. Each instructor is asked to choose appropriate topics, weekly engagement for the course. At the faculty conference, we got asked, so are you telling us that we actually can do what we want to do for the engagement? The answer is yes. Majority of the courses will have some suggested topics, but those are starters. Feel free to augment them. Feel free to change them. But make sure that they are aligned with your student learning outcomes. In those courses that prescribed DQ still exist, you must be utilizing that, and there's certainly allocated points for the engagement. Timely quality feedback means that you are providing timely feedback to students for formative assessments and for summative assessments. Make sure that you're balancing the amount of APA feedback you're giving to a student versus content-specific feedback. As I review certain courses, it is very evident that some instructors spend hours and hours providing APA feedback, which is fantastic. But really, when we are talking about content, that is separate from APA. Ability to provide feedback for information that is incoherent can be challenging. But APA and coherent or incoherent are not the same thing. A student could write coherently, just not in an APA format. So I ask the faculty to be very mindful of that. When they're in your classes, their only interaction with you is through the Blackboard show. The outreach that you make with them is through that discussion and then the engagement. And then ultimately, you provide your specific input to the student about how they're doing in form of feedback. Spend some time providing content-specific feedback to the student. If you have a student that is truly struggling with APA, that student does need and require a referral to to our library for APA help. We certainly do have those services for our students. You all do a fantastic job utilizing rubric, but you cannot only use the rubric and not comment to the student. Give the students the benefit of the doubt that they want to hear your voice so they can get better. Make sure your feedback is specific and is guiding to the students. Thank you for taking that into consideration. Faculty expectations. I'm not going to pull up the document right now. The hyperlink is provided to you. We have new faculty expectations. It's a fantastic document. It's a holistic document that truly speaks to you from the administrative side. What are our beliefs about quality education at Baker College and how we encourage the faculty to foster that? We are encouraging you to be in your classroom all the time, but we do also realize that's not realistic. But we ask that your interaction in the Blackboard side is deliberate. It has a clear beginning, it has a clear middle, and it has a clear end. That you are providing the guidance to your students for which you are in those positions. In the actual physical classroom, you are the best guiding light to our students. And we have outlined some holistic expectations of how we would like you to get there. We are expecting that you have clear expectations communicated to the students. Utilize the announcement board. For any of the novice faculty, all of your module information has to be time released. So if we're in module 1, this is week 1, only module 1 should be visible to the student. I have no issue for you releasing the module on a Sunday because remember, we are in semesters. The week will commence on Monday and it will end on a Sunday. What a huge change. We can actually be normal now and not start things on Thursday and end it on Wednesday. Well, I'm not going to go there. Anyways, moving forward, I know we have started our learning community communication and we kind of paused it because guess what? We were kind of busy. We were transitioning our curriculum from quarters to semesters. I'm so excited to report we're there. We are ready to teach those courses. So the goal for the learning community, probably starting fall 2, I'm going to allow everybody kind of to settle in their new teaching strategies and methods. But starting fall 2, we would like to foster an environment through the learning community where our faculty can be scholarly active. We know that we have outstanding faculty that services Baker College Online that are currently very involved in their industries, in their areas of content expertise, are actively being published, contribute, and present, and we would like to inspire faculty that might not have as many opportunities to actually team up with folks that are very sizzled in this environment. And even for our veterans, the ones that would like to have a collaborative action research paper conducted at Baker College, we welcome those opportunities. I'm available for those conversations. Our Carol Whaling, our IES, is available for those conversations. We also do have full-time faculty, Dr. Julia Tian, and we have a new full-time faculty for our accounting area that we're sharing with our grad school, Dr. Tamika Williams. Certainly will be available to continue those conversations as we transition to fall 2. With that said, I tried to keep this presentation very brief. I have communicated what are the administrative expectations as we transition quarter to semesters. I do want to sincerely thank each and every one of you for doing what you do every day. Without what you do, our students cannot be successful. And at Baker College, we're proud to say that we are here to service our students and to see the evidence of student success. So I applaud you for everything that you have done and for all of the wonderful things that we will achieve together in the next academic year. I thank you for your attention and I welcome your questions.